For the third part in this series, we're going to look a little bit more at the class itself and show you the kind of things that we can do in the class that normally you wouldn't have been able to do on a structure, although some of the things you can actually do in a structure these days. So here's the program as we left it. You can see that we were setting the good guy's health and the suit color in the form load event. I've now commented those out so that at the minute there is no information being loaded at runtime into good guy. I'm now going to set good guy's health inside the button click event, and I'm going to set the health equal to whatever the user types into the text box called txt input. That'll be the one that we created in lesson 1 of this. Because it's text and goodguy.health is an integer, I need to convert that text to an integer. So we go ahead and do convert.toInt32, put that txt input.text inside brackets. We'll just go on comment the suit color. We'll just concentrate on doing the integer. Run it again. Put a value inside the text box. Click the class button and you can see there it comes out in the string that we put into the label. And you can experiment with a few different values there. One of the values there, you can see we put in 123. I've got no validation in here at the minute, but one of the things you will notice that as long as it's a number, we can enter any kind of number that we want. Now what that means is, unfortunately, the user of our class has access to our two member variables. So I'm going to go ahead and change the member variables to private. And as you've seen before, because they're private variables, we now have a problem. We can't access them from outside the class. So if we go back to our class, we can now introduce what we call member functions or methods. So I'm going to create a method here which is public because I need to access it from outside the class. It won't return a value, so we'll give it the void label and call it set health. And I'll need to return health as well, so I'll create another public member function that's going to return an integer called get health. Now set health is going to be used to set the value of the private integer health. So we set it up so it takes an argument. So an integer will be passed into set health into the variable h, and h will be assigned to health. All we need to do with get health is to return the value of health. So back in our main program again, I've changed the suit color back to being public just for now. So in the click event of the button, rather than say goodguy.health equals, I can now call goodguy.setHealth. And I need to pass a value into that, so I've copied the code that we use to read the value from the text box. And our output string, again, I need to use a member function to return the value of health. If I run that and enter information in the text box, you'll see now that works just as before. But as far as the health is concerned, it's not being accessed now directly. It's been accessed by a member function, and the member function has been accessed directly. Now, nothing as far as output, nothing has changed there so far. So you wonder, why do we have private and public? Well, inside set health now, I can introduce some logic. So I'm going to say if h, in other words the value that was passed in, if it's greater than or equal to 0, and it's less than or equal to 100. So if it's in the range 0 to 100, go ahead and make health, the private variable, equal to h that was passed in. Else, so if it's not inside that range, I'm just going to set health equal to a default value. So in this case, I'm going to set health just equal to 0. I will run the program again now and test it. I'll put a value in there of 23, which should be accepted. Player health is 23, so call it blue. I change it to 230, press the button, and you can see that health is now 0. So providing my health is in the range 0 to 100, it will display. If it's anything over or under those limitations, then we'll get a 0.